Hi, Sam. Pilar Varela here with the white glasses, and also known as hashtag Beach House Vibes on your challenges. So excited to have this opportunity to send this video over with my resume and to introduce and show you a little bit about myself and so you can get to know me. What an opportunity. So I am excited that this has come around. It couldn't have been better timing for me personally. So thank you. Thank you for opening up your doors and announcing it. A little bit about me before we get to all the technical stuff, if you will. On November 15th, I ran an all-women's marathon down in Savannah, Georgia. I participated in the marathon. I actually ended up doing half of it. And I was super proud of myself for that. I like to do physical challenges to remind me that I can do hard things. And it also taps into the mental and emotional. So it's a little way for me to stay alive, to work towards a goal throughout the year and see it through. So that was super rewarding, super exhausting, but way cool. I met the most amazing people down in Savannah, and the city, whoa, super cool, beautiful architecture. I'm also on a journey to get back to my triathlon days. I did those when I lived in Newport Beach, California, and I really loved it. So looking to get that started this coming year. So excited about that journey. I love to go watch movies on opening day and just any song with the beat. Give me a little Shakira, because I'm Colombian for sure. Give me a little Luis Fonsi, Despacito, little Daddy Yankee, little Pitbull, something with the beat. Drop me a beat and we're good, right? So just chill, like to go out, have fun, have dinner with friends and just have a good time. Same with colleagues. So that's me in a very nutshell. Now, a little bit about myself and to bring those words of my resume to life. I grew up in LA and I moved to Orange County. And then I lived in Newport Beach before I landed here in Utah. So this is where I'm recording this video, is Salt Lake City, Utah. And I came because of a job. So I'm one of those individuals that doesn't mind pivoting, right? When life throws you curveballs, you make the best of them and you pivot. And so moving to Utah was one of those, but it was also where I needed to be. So very thankful and appreciative for my time here, but it's coming to an end, and looking for my new adventure, looking for the next chapter. And real estate has always held a really strong place in that. So that's a good segue into my background. So I did 18 years in film production in Los Angeles. And then from there, I moved into a very particular niche of what's called private service professionals. And we work for the ultra high net worth individuals or families. We sign a lot of NDAs and transferring the skills of 18 years in film production, working with very high level studio executives, A-list actors, executive producers and writers, showrunners, really sets you up to work with very dynamic personalities, very driven and creative individuals, people that are very good at what they do, right? And in a way, Sam, you fall into that. You've created an entire company, an asset class that you've brought in to the forefront, and people are really talking about it right now. And you built something that's going to last. And like you said, you're going to double your doors in the next year. So no different. Production also taught me to manage expectations, to be resourceful, to be proactive, to be flexible. Anytime when we're filming on location, you got to be all those things or some of those things, right? And managing a crew is very much the same way. So managing your team on the crew is the same, right? Logistically, you have to be right there. Operationally, you have to be on point. The beauty of that is that you have all these different specialties, all these people that are super good at what they do, that are there for one mission, is to create something spectacular that millions of people are going to see that week or at the box office, right? And so I've always been in these very high performing, fast paced environments. And I really miss that. I actually do. After 6 years in Utah, I really miss that. So transferring that over to working with UHNWs was no different. I was the estate manager and property manager for these huge estates, multiple vacation homes, and then depending on the portfolio, different commercial properties and philanthropy foundations. There was private jets, so there was flight crews and private yachts, and so you have, those teams there, or helicopter. And then within the home, you have the entire staff. That could be anywhere from 7 to 12, not counting the vendors that come and go, right? This is just staff. So I property managed and estate managed at a very high level with very high standards, right? And so with that also goes event planning, and did that for 5 years. And part of that job followed me here. I am a director of operations and logistics for the CEO of the health system at the University of Utah. And that job keeps me busy, but I've reached my ceiling and I need a new challenge, and I want something that's more meaningful and purposeful for where I'm headed and the next chapter, right? And real estate has always been that. But to tie it in, part of what I do here is I oversee and property manage the CEO's home, and any event planning that goes along with it. But if there's, the weekly, the monthly, the quarterly, the biannual, the annual, all the routines, all the systems that need to get checked, all the list, the equipment that's coming to end of life, and or it's meeting its term. Okay, what needs to get replaced? Working with facilities, making sure that the impact on the family is at the bare minimum, right? So we use a lot of those vacation times and downtimes to do all that stuff. But no different. You're property managing a home. You're dealing with all the different aspects of that, and go figure. That's part of my, it's been part of my job once again for the last 6 years. So property managing has been in my background for quite some time, to say the least. And I actually did do property management as in the traditional sense when I lived in Burbank quite a few years ago. So little did I know that would follow me through, that there would be a common thread in my experience for the last 20 years of some form of property managing, community building, community aspect, staff, financial, budgetary, involving a home or homes, multiple homes with multiple staff and people. And so how does that translate to you and to this property management? Because while those were families and staff, this is a community. These are individuals that live in this home. And so creating that sense of belonging and inclusion is super important to me. Not just having a house where they come to, but creating a home, right? And that's that aspect of what you talk about so much in that journal that you and your wife did. And so that's something that is true and dear to my heart, as is solving this affordable crisis problem. It resonates with me deeply and personally because my mom is on Section 8. And so I know how important affordable housing needs to be for different reasons and for different groups. So it's dear to my heart. I myself have my own aspirations for co-living and for making a dent and an impact and bringing value to not just early career executives, but to other subsets, right? To other populations. I know that a lot of your investors are doing the same thing. I'm excited. I wanted to show you me. Most people remember me by my glasses, but it's Pilar Varela. Thank you again for this opportunity. More to come with my resume. I look forward to talking to you. Thank you for the opportunity. I am not a stranger to long days. Production was 80-hour weeks. I don't think this is what that is, but when we're building, when we're on a mission, everything is on the line. So we sacrifice a little bit. And if we have to work some days longer than others, that's okay, because the mission is to care for people, create something special, and leave that piece of our legacy to show, to give back. Do you know what I mean? And so thank you again for the opportunity. I look forward to talking more.